The dream was never to box again. It was just to lose the weight and become healthy again and become well again, thinking straight and well-minded. I never thought in a million years that I'd ever box again. I thought the boxing was well done. I just was interested in getting the weight off and getting well again. And I thought, if I'm ever going to get well again, I must get down in weight and start to become mentally stable again. Ben lived with me for the first few months in my home in Morecambe. We trained a couple of times a day, nice and steady. And he was a very good friend to me, you know what I mean? It wasn't like a trainer and a boxer's relationship. We still are today, we're friends. And there was times when I wanted to quit. I told Ben, I can't do it no more, forget about it, let's just forget it. But I persevered, I thought, you know what, I'll sleep on it. And got up the next day and right, let's get back at it. And I had one fight in June 2018, 15th. And then I said to Frank, right, get me another fight, Frank. And I think it was August, I believe, August 18. I had another fight and I felt better. I was lighter. I was about 18 stone 6 or something. And, you know, I was a long way from my former glory. I didn't feel great in the fight. I boxed well enough for 10 rounds. Did the rounds, put the work in. I was grafting all the time in the gym. And then I said to Frank, right, let's make that Wilder fight. And everyone was like, that's a bad idea. My family, everybody. But that was me, total activity back 6 months. From June 15th, 18 to December 1st, 18. So it was less than 6 months of back active. I jumped in with Deontay Wilder and I rose to the occasion because there was nothing in training camp and nothing in sparring or nothing in them 2 fights that said I was ready for anything like Deontay Wilder. Everything went accordingly in fight week. It wasn't my first time on the big occasion, but it was Deontay Wilder's first time on that level. So I knew my experience would pay off in the fight and all around the fight. And I got him drawn into a mental battle of war of attrition with words, and he'd never ever done that before, and that made him a bit unstable as well. I believe I got into his mind quite a lot during the build-up for that fight, and it told on the night. I didn't feel his power ever. You don't feel punches in the face when you're boxing. Even the knockdowns, I didn't feel them. There was not one part of the fight that I felt like, oh, that was a tough shot. You're either on the floor or you're not, type of thing. With Wilder, he's got that much power where you don't get that power. Oh, that was a good one. It's none of that. When he hits you properly, you just wake up on the floor. The idea in the first fight was never to knock Wilder out. It was to outbox him, give him a boxing lesson. So I was feeling fine. Round 10 had a really good round, turned the screw. Round 11, much of the same. Round 12, I probably could have went back to come out in round 12 and boxed and moved and whatever, but I had it in my mind that I wanted a spectacular finish. I wanted a big Hollywood-style finish in Los Angeles, and I went out for the kill. I landed a beautiful 1-2 on him, and then I stepped back in a straight line and paid the price.
We couldn't see from the angle whether your eyes were open or closed. Were you out?
Yeah. For a few seconds.
And then what went through your mind?
Get up. The same thing that goes through 90% of fighters' minds when they're down. It's what we're taught from kids as boxers. When you get put down, you get back up.
You said to me in Big Bear in our interview before, if I can open my eyes, I'll get up. And that's exactly what happened.
Yeah, Nostradamus. I saw it though. I had a dream before that fight, and I saw myself getting knocked down in it. And I saw myself getting back up. And we was even practicing getting up off the floor in the gym. Because I already seen it, and I've got this like inner ability to dream and it becomes reality for some reason. I don't know why. But sometimes I dream about things and it actually happens. And I prepare for them.
Oh, and down he goes! Right hand, left hand!
It's been made into many memes. Rocky loves you, Mickey loves you, all that one, and the Undertaker theme. It was great. It was great for me and great for boxing and great for the fans. You know, you rarely see somebody get chinned in round 12, stretch it out, and then they get back up and continue to fight. Even Wilder was very, very shocked. He was ready for going out partying, but he turned around and he thought, wow, this guy's back up, what have I got to do to beat him? I can come back from anything. If I can come back from mental health problems and depression and anxiety and suicide, then I can come back from anything, especially a boxing contest, something I've done all my life. You know, like I said to you in Big Bear, if I can open my eyes, then I will get up. I'll continue to fight on. And it's just what I'm born and bred to do. Me and my team were celebrating. I was running around, my hands up. Wilder's head was in his short corner, like he was getting consoled in the corner. His trainer was patting him on the back, and even the promoter come over to me, and you can hear it on one of the interviews, and said, "You won that fight, man, before the decision." I think that's why he's probably had the sack. So when they said it was a split draw, I thought to myself, this is going to be a riot, because there was thousands and thousands of fans there, and everyone was on edge because it was such an emotional roller coaster of a fight. And if I wanted to, I could have instigated a riot there, caused the Staples Centre to be smashed up. But then I won't be boxing here again. So I thought to myself, I'll have to conduct here sensible and think about future, and it is a sport, and we don't want to bring the sport into disrepute. So I acted professional, and I acted as an ambassador for me and for my country. And I calmed it down. It was a massive, massive comeback. And people of our generation know who won the fight. But when people look back on it in history, it'll read a draw. And that's just not fair. So, you know, they robbed me of one of the greatest comebacks ever. But, you know, I'm still here and I'm still winning and I'm still undefeated, and we're going to put that wrong right on the 22nd of February. Was I disheartened? I thought, if there's ever anything that can put me back to mental health problems, very bad, I thought that might be it. But I didn't let myself go back there. As soon as I got back home, I started back in the gym, I started back training. I got involved with the Frank Bruno Foundation. I was doing the charity work and things like that. And it kept me focused, kept my mind ticking over. And then I went out to Spain training in Marbella after that fight, and I was there for a few weeks, and then we got scheduled another fight. I had this big thing coming up with ESPN and whatever, and yeah, it took off from there. I became a Las Vegas homegrown hero. To be honest, it was a great fight. It was a great fight for boxing. It was a great fight for me. And I knew I was going to do it again, so I wasn't too upset about it, to be fair. I'm a big believer in there's no good crying over spilled milk. What was done, we can't reverse it, and we're going to get to do it again, but on a much, much bigger scale this time. Controversy sells. I'm going to smash Deontay Wilder all over that ring, and I'm going to take him out in style, and everyone's going to say, wow, where did that come from? And it's going to be, I told you so. Because the thing that they're underestimating is, we gave him a good fight last time. We knocked him down twice. And he had 2 fights coming into that, just like he did now. But the thing is, they don't know. Nobody knows how bad I really was. After only 6 months of activity back. Now I've had how long it's been, all of 18 and all of 19 and some of 20. So now he's going to get the best Tyson Fury. One that's not had years out the ring, one that's not been drinking, abusing my body, one that's not been totally down every day from depression. He's getting a match fit Gypsy King, and we'll see how they handle that one. Because this time I've not been cherry picked. They thought they were going to cherry pick a scalp, a massive name, and put that on his record. But it went pear-shaped, it went up. So this time, no cherry picking now. I cherry picked you, bum. And that's how we roll.